The Episcopal Diocese of Southern Philippines, or EDSP, is one of the dioceses of the Episcopal Church in the Philippines, covering the islands of Mindanao and the Visayas. The diocesan seal is vesica art with a mitre in the upper half, representing the episcopal authority. The inverted triangle in the lower half pictures the vision of the diocese, where nature's wealth is shared by the majority and the poor reduced to the minimum. The vinta, which represents the Muslim culture, bearing the initials of the EDSP, symbolizes the diocese sailing amid political, economic, and cultural diversities. The nipa hut, with coconut palm at the back and the rice field in the foreground, tells the typical home and environment of the constituents of the diocese. The Episcopal Diocese of Southern Philippines was established in 1972. It is rooted from the 1971 convocation of the Philippine Episcopal Church that passed a resolution to divide the Philippine Missionary District into 3 dioceses and was approved by the House of Bishops meeting in Pennsylvania. Bishop Constancio B. Mangoramas was the first elected bishop of EDSP, followed by Bishop Narciso V. Ticobay, Bishop James B. Mangoramas, and Bishop Danilo L. Bustamante, currently serving the episcopate. In the enduring work of the Church and its people, the diocese has grown to 31 local church units that are clustered into 6 deaneries: the Central Mindanao Episcopal Deanery, covering Cotabato City, Datu, Dinsinsuat, and West Upi; Upi Episcopal Deanery for the municipalities of North and South Upi; Southern Coastal Episcopal Deanery that includes the municipalities of Lubak and Calamansig in Sultan Kudarat; South Central Mindanao Episcopal Deanery with jurisdiction in South Cotabato, General Santos City, and Isulan in Sultan Kudarat; Episcopal Deanery of Northeastern Mindanao and the Visayas, covering the areas of Davao, Bukidnon, North Cotabato, and Cebu; an Episcopal Deanery of Southwestern Mindanao in Zamboanga and Basilan. Diocesan programs are functional units that help carry out the mission goals of the Church. The Christian Education Program carries out evangelism activities and trainings for lay formation, children's ministry, and lay organizations. The Development and Social Ministry Program initiated efforts and projects for economic and social empowerment of the church people and the community. Diocesan institutions are founded to serve the teaching and healing ministries that complement church presence in these communities. St. Francis High School in Upi, Maguindanao have lived up to its claim of being mighty at 50 as they celebrated their Golden Jubilee 2 years ago. Brent Hospital, for a century of caring and touching lives, has been coping up with the stiff competition in the delivery of health services in Zamboanga City. Good Shepherd Mission School, after years of service, gained better prominence in educating younger minds. The St. Peter and St. Paul Parochial School in Cotabato City and the St. John Mission Academy in Tenorio, Awang are thriving elementary schools. Other diocesan ventures are the Land Memorial Garden in Calarian, Zamboanga City, and the Davao Episcopal Mission Center in Davao City, which are both commercial in nature. Church organizations, aside from providing opportunities for fellowship and sharing, paved way for active partnership and leadership in church activities and programs. The Episcopal Church Women, or ECW, has evermore been active in local and diocesan levels for a more significant participation of women in church-related activities. The Brotherhood of St. Andrew, or the BSA, is the men's organization that regularly assembles in the diocesan level who gathers for worship, study, and prayer while struggling to organize and activate local chapters. The young people in their Samahan ng Kabataang Episkopal sa Pilipinas, or the SCEP, relentlessly coordinates diocesan, deanery, and local gatherings to unite themselves and be active partners in church work. The EDSP Mission Agenda 2013 guided and set the direction of the diocese for the last 6 years with the affirmation that by the year 2013, EDSP has witnessed to the call of evangelism and congregational development towards a just and humane society. These years, the Church had engaged in equipping the clergy and the lay for church leadership, production of indigenous liturgical materials, and expansion to new areas. In congregational development, the Church has focused on stewardship programs, management of resources and projects, the division of diocese itself, and recruitment to the ordained ministry. Working for a just and humane society has involved the Church in advocacy activities and awareness campaigns on issues of peace, environment, and other local issues such as the government elections. In accordance with the Episcopal Church in the Philippines Vision 2018, that is, to become a dynamic and vibrant church of caring, witnessing, and mission-oriented parishes, EDSP has accomplished some goals and has taken bold steps that set another milestone in the course of its mission and ministry. In this direction, the diocese has granted full-fledged parish status to some local church units some few years back, and it's yet working on some mission stations for them to become aided parishes. Moving onwards, Vision 2018, and after years of planning and preparation, a resolution to divide the diocese as a mission strategy was passed and was approved during the 36th Annual Diocesan Convention in 2007. Such move was finally recognized and approved by the 8th ECP Synod in 2011. With this development, the Episcopal Diocese of Davao, or EDD, was created. The new diocese was formally inaugurated last November 24, 2012, with the consecration and installation of its first bishop, the Right Reverend Jonathan L. Casimino. The new diocese is working in the jurisdiction of the deaneries of Episcopal Deanery of Northeastern Mindanao and the Visayas, South Central Mindanao Episcopal Deanery, and some part of the Southern Coastal Episcopal Deanery. The continuing diocese, the EDSP, was left with the jurisdiction of the 4 remaining deaneries. EDD has 13 active and 2 retired clergy, while the EDSP continues with 12 remaining clergy. Over the course of the next coming years, each diocese aims at the same goals that were set in Vision 2018. Nationally, the Church adopted a new approach for congregational development, which we call the Asset-Based Congregational Development, or ABCD. Both the EDSP and EDD have targeted 5 pilot areas or local church units to process and prepare under the asset-based stewardships and asset-based planning to achieve parish status. Other local church units are also oriented in this same concept and process where will they put their effort to maximize their assets and resources so that their congregations may flourish. As each diocese progresses in their particular strategies for Vision 2018, the EDSP and EDD still continues in facing the challenges posed by its lack of clergy and seminarians, creation and improvement of churches and facilities, evangelization of new members, mission expansion, financial stability, and finally, how can the Church answer to the social problems brought by the unjust structures of our society? Amidst all this, the 2 dioceses are still united as one body of Christ, proclaiming His presence in word and deed, responding to the issues of the present times, and striving for the fulfillment of abundant life for this new creation.